Welcome back to the Early Show with Jared Anderson. Our first guest today, storyteller, reporter, and first-time author, Dylan Paul, also currently serving as club president of the Expressions Toastmasters Club at Genworth Financial. He's here today to talk with us about his new book, his first book. Dylan, I understand you just returned from Cancun. I guess that explains why you're a slightly rosier shade of pink today.
Yes, I got very burned over there. Apparently being a white person under the Mexican sun is not very good. I mean, they come out there, it's amazing. They're standing out there in the sun, they don't get burned at all. I go out there for 5 minutes and I am toast. And they're standing there laughing at me. The guard, our tour guide laughed at me quite a bit.
I bet. You should have remembered your SPF 5000.
Right.
So we're here to talk about your book, Aging Alone, What You Can Do. I understand from reading this that almost 1/4 of families, according to the 2016 Census Bureau, have one child. And you're purporting here that this can lead to complication later in life as elders without their own children or without siblings have a risk of not having a support system. So first, let's talk about why you chose to write this book. I understand you've done some storytelling and reporting, so what brought you to authorship in the first place?
Well, I really admired a man who's friends with my father named John Sharifi, who is a news reporter who was a news reporter for Como 3 in Seattle. I'm not sure if he's still with Como or with another news agency, but John had a way of giving the news that was very direct and actually changed people's lives. And I saw that this was a way that all news reporters are able to directly affect people's lives by giving a report. So I decided that I wanted to do something about it as well, and I wanted to be the kind of person who can really make a change in society, starting with people who grow up an only child. All of their relatives, they don't have any siblings, they don't have any cousins or uncles, and when they get to the age of 65 or when they're going to retire, or if they get to the age of 80, this man who I'm sitting with is 85. He's now in a nursing home and he's selling off all of his possessions, and he has no support system, so he's just sitting there alone. And by reporting the news and being with him, I get to make a real change and show that to a wide variety of people.
It's a way to add value to people who need it.
Yes.
So how do we identify people at risk? How can we go about looking for these people and seeking to support them?
Well, the best thing that you can do is to go to your local nursing home. I mean, there are plenty of opportunities, and these are places that don't get huge amounts of funding. You have undercut nursing homes with conditions that aren't always ideal. If people go into Medicare programs, they don't always get the best nursing homes. Nursing homes take private insurance before they'll take public insurance, and some of these places are very rundown. They're struggling with the people that they have. So the best way to identify such individuals would be to go to those nursing homes and seek them out.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any experience with this? Have you had any particular involvement with any individuals that have needed your assistance?
Yes, as I said, I went to a group of people that was having a cookie painting day on Nursing Home Week for Genworth, and I met a man there named Charles Bidet. And when I met Charles, I realized that he was sitting alone by himself off in a corner. The rest of the people were all interacting with somebody, but this one man wasn't interacting with anybody, and so I went over and I made a point to say hello to him and to just find out a little bit about him. And I asked him, what would he like more than anything else if his world was perfect, and he said, I like the nursing home, I like the people who I work with, but I would really enjoy if they gave me soup more often. So I've been going to that nursing home every week and every Wednesday and bringing him soup. So I think it's really a matter of going to these places, volunteering for something like that, and just seeing where it takes you.
So the real question is, does he prefer tomato basil or chicken noodle?
I think he prefers tomato basil. I've brought that to him several times, and he seems to like it a lot.
Yeah, man of my own heart. Dylan, thank you very much for being with us today. The book again, Aging Alone, What You Can Do. Look for it now. Dylan Paul.